Sunday analysis, make or break. Let's see what happens. Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. If you're new, subscribe, hit the bell button, leave a like. Some new things regarding my brand, okay? I'm buying a new microphone. That will make things sound hopefully better. I'm going to soundproof this room as well. I'm getting a new carpet fitted, so that'll be thicker and better. And there's going to be some nice furniture in the background. So essentially, you'll see more of my face with a natural background as well as green screen action as well. So I'm looking to get a nice little sofa behind me, some shelving. Who knows? It might be quite nice. Get some nice lighting so it'll look pretty awesome. Anyways, we'll talk about the dominance chart today. We'll talk about Bitcoin, Ethereum, some big caps. We'll look at XRP and stuff like that. I'll focus on the big caps because moving forward, I want to do more technical analysis. I want to do more fundamentals on these coins as well. So if I'm doing a when to invest or a price prediction video, I'll talk about the asset and certain upcoming news come in as well that could affect it. So that'll help. And hopefully hit new people, because if I'm talking about coins I've never really spoken about before, because I want you guys to request them, it will help. So let me know. In the comment section below in this video, write a coin. If that coin gets a load of likes, I'll put it on the list. If not, I'll bin it. By the way, if it's a shit coin, I won't be doing it, right? So essentially, it's got to be a recognized coin, it's got to be decent, it has to have a team, has to be on TradingView, all that good stuff. So it does help, because I'm not going to be doing something that's like pooey baby sausage coin, whatever, I don't know, the names these days, crazy. Anyways, what do you think? Are you thinking alt season round 2 coming? Potentially, yes. Even though I've been an advocate for saying that it's not alt season yet, it's starting to develop that maybe it is starting to get into that situation. So when we're looking at this, impulse down, impulse back up, pull back down, big level. 44% is a big level. Lose this and we go towards 40%, also will run riot. Now the caveat to this rule is obvious. If this is trending up, be in Bitcoin. If it's trending down, be in altcoin. That's usually the game. It's not if it's high or low, because the numbers will always vary, right? It's just reality is you don't want to be in an altcoin here, Bitcoin here, and then it melts because you'll lose all your money. Again, same situation here. You don't want to be in all your altcoins, because if it does this and goes all the way up, you're going to get shafted. So yeah, you need to be careful, right? Obviously, some people are trying to say that, yeah, it doesn't work, it's not bullshit. But realistically, you've got to look at the trend, right? Simple as that. So it doesn't matter what number it is, it just matters on what direction it's going. Higher it is, obviously, the better the prices will become because it's more dominant. Whereas lower it is, the less reward potentially is on the table, potentially. However, if this melts down to like 20%, we're laughing because everything else will be flying versus Bitcoin. Then you got to think, all right, here's a question as well. What do you reckon the BTC dominance could be worth in the next 2 to 3 years? Well, maybe it might change. It may go down to like 25%. You got to remember, this is Bitcoin versus thousands of other coins. So it's definitely something to bear in mind. However, if you're looking to grow Satoshis, you want to be on the right side of it, or you will get wrecked. Anyways, I've not looked at Bitcoin for the last few days. I've had a really busy weekend. It's been crazy. It's been carnage. And this was a level that I put on my chart not too long ago. I said it was a key level. We've rejected off it. However, we are in a nice little uptrend, and we're going to de-scale this a little bit and debunk it, kind of. So we'll remove that fib. Levels of structure looking really, really good, right? We need to look at certain things. One, have we topped out? Let's have a little look at this. And you could probably argue, potentially yes. We've hit that 0.27 level. We fell short of the 50%, $51,000 level, which is roughly around here, which is in confluence with the overall structure, which I just removed before. So that could be interesting. Now, do I believe we're going to retrace? Yes. Do I believe it's going to be a harsh one? No. I think we're above certain key levels now. It's got better, stronger strength around this point. If I'm looking for a number, it'd be around 44k, in and around where this region is. So if I pull this one out, if you're looking left on this, by the way, it's perfect. Like, look at those levels here. Even on this point here, this could be the level. This could be the area where this, could be basically tapped. I don't know what's wrong with TradingView. They've changed something, and there's something not right with it, in my opinion. Anyways, I think this is the level. This is the point where we could see. Now, all the comment wankers out there, this is all speculation based off of probability. It may not hit that exact number, so just be careful, right? You know, if you're looking to trade this, look to trade it on certain parameters on your own style. not just off what I say. However, if we are looking long term and we are thinking, if you're thinking what I'm thinking, if this trend is going to continue, if this is a wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5, we could be looking for the duration journey towards this level, this golden level of 54,000, which is in huge confluence between this level here, where it's been a bit resistance levels and a bit of support levels in the past, which is always good to see. May well hit 51k, which is also a level of importance. Why? Because if I do the backwardy fibbies, it's easy. There you go. 51k on the tit, literally right there. Okay, so they both kind of are important. So maybe this level is probably more important than what we actually give it credit for. So maybe this is the golden level. Maybe this is the one where we go up to, and then we may do a proper correction from that point. However, we'll see. We'll see if that is the level, but for me, overall, it's not bad. It's not really that bad in my opinion. I think the trend is looking good. It's looking really good, strong support. It's solid. The sentiment is back. Hello, viewers, and all that good stuff, right? You know, I know you all love me again. But realistically, this may, we may continue going down. We've got to remember, if you zoom out on this, look at all the levels, this is still, we could be forming a nice correctional downtrend as well. So just be careful, right? Don't put all your money in one basket, essentially, because it could get pretty rough if things go wrong. However, it's strong. It's looking good. The bottom did confirm eventually after a long time. But at the same time, though, fundamentals are strong. We may well get a rough September. Naturally, September's I don't think they're the greatest months for Bitcoin because of Ghost Month and all kinds of other bits and pieces are going in the market. But as long as we're above strong levels of structure, and if we do consolidate, it's absolutely fine because the rest of the market has majorly picked up. Moving on, we will talk about Ethereum because why not? Now, I'll look at the BTC chart first of this. As I mentioned before, we've had a huge run in the past and we have been consolidating into a downtrend, but we've broken structure. We've broken structure finally at this point here, which is always good to see. What the fucking hell? Come on, trading view, you heap of poop. Bear with me. Let me just change that color to white so you can see it. Oosh. So that is a break of structure, right? We've broken above that level. It's now holding a support. This may be the end of the correction in terms of the BTC value because, as you've probably noticed, the Ethereum dominance is relatively high, which is always good to see. Now, if the dominance was to flip over and change massively and Bitcoin goes on a rump, and Ethereum loses a bit of interest with its investors, we will probably see some downside moving towards this point here. I can see that very unlikely at the moment, but we have broken structure. We'll see if it holds. If it may not, we'll see. But at the same time, it has finally kind of got that new high, which is what it was craving for. From this point, we had one here, but we can't be resting our laurels too much there because we've got all this kind of structure bedding down here, which is good to see. However, USD, hello. What have we hit? Well, this is the question. On the nose. I did a video not so long ago on this, and this was the overall. You can see the market structure correction. Well, I say perfect, nearly perfect, almost perfect. It's enough though, isn't it? When we start considering the fact of what this level is and why it's so important and why that looks really good, I'm happy with that as a correction. That is the perfect, in my opinion, take profit level, right? If you were looking at bottom levels, or if you were looking at getting in on the EMA or whatever it may be, and you're thinking, whoa, there's a 0.618 retracement there, I should really get out of there. Well, you've probably done the right thing if you were looking at that. Personally, it's up to you. Obviously, everyone's different, but I know half of my viewers don't like taking profits because they think it's evil. But that is a golden level. That is a very, very important level. And this is where it gets interesting because as much as I want to put a fib on this, it's a freaking long bit of structure, right? So what we need to look at is the fact of this, right? Take this with a big pinch of salt, right? Got it? Cool. This could freaking melt. So you can see here these levels of structure all over the chart. Obviously, it's important. They all kind of marry up with previous levels as well, which is really, really good. I didn't plan that. Honestly, I didn't. You're probably thinking I did, but I didn't. If I remove that alt, there we go. We may well see a correction down to 2,700, which is a long way away. It's a long, long way away. May not happen, right? Just be mindful of that. We may well actually only hit this level here, $3,000, where this structure has been before. Had a level here, level. It may well go to here. So worst case scenario, it may go lower. The EMA will obviously prop it up a little bit as well. But this could be the route to all-time high, which is also very, very important, because if this correction does happen, this could be the ping. Boom! Guess where that is, boys and girls? Nearly all-time high. So that could be a very, very important level. So we may well be looking at the next retest of all-time high. That is a freaking huge wave. That's a huge, huge momentum impulse. And that is potentially the third wave. And if the third wave is big, the fifth wave is going to be pretty large as well. So we may well smash way beyond all-time highs in the next coming months. But that is me speculating, okay? Potential price prediction there. However, just be mindful. Don't ape into it. At the same time, I do think this will correct a little bit, but it depends how far it goes. You know, we are due a correction. Everything's gone really, really inflated at the moment, and we are in a little bit of a correction at the moment. We'll see what the next few days bring. However, the sentiment is back. The buyers are back. The bull market essentially is roaring again. However, that will bring front runners, and those front runners will allow people to get in early, but some people who are just relying on technicals to miss out. So this is where it gets really, really interesting and really, really hard on you on the psychological side. Other things to take note of, obviously, what else is going on in the market is, because of this going up in the market sentiment, people are interested in shitcoins again. Hello, that's an old, oh God, let me just clear that, bloody hell. People are interested in shite again, right? So the likes of Dogecoin. Mark Cuban basically goes, oh, it's cheap. It's not cheap. This is like a 40 billion market cap coin. Why are you telling your freaking sheep it is cheap? It is not. It's the biggest load of bollocks I've ever heard, because yes, it might go to $1. Yes, all that good stuff. But realistically, it's a $40 million fucking meme coin. Come on. You cannot tell your followers to buy this when it's only 31 cents. Yeah, what was it? 6 months ago, exactly. So that level there is always going to be an interesting one, as we are literally looking to break. Ooh, where do we go? There we go. Just go. We'll go red. Make it look neat. So it's broken. Well, at the moment it has. Candle hasn't closed yet. Big upcycle run here. We'll see if it goes to $38. 38 cents. $38. Don't even think about it. So you can see that as a level, but that is a thing. People are interested in stuff that they weren't a few weeks back. This is what it makes me think that maybe the sentiment has returned, and you know, even though I had some bearish content out there, it was good for realism. And the realistic expectations of people is, if I buy the top, I could get wrecked. Is it a good time to buy? Maybe, maybe not, I don't know. Look at monthly levels, and if you start looking at monthly levels, things get easier. On to the following week, we had a mental... I think this is a double top, personally. If we get a 4% move down, which is a swing, by the way, which is a monster swing if it does happen, we may well see something very, very interesting with Bitcoin. So just keep an eye on the dollar index, which is what that chart is. And finally, before we wrap up, we'll talk about XRP for all you XRP lovers. Huge run. It's actually looking really, really healthy in terms of chart analysis. So if we're looking at the overall market structure, we have hit a bit of an obstacle here, which we would have been expecting realistically when you think about what you know, support. Come on, Ash, use your brain. Support levels. It's also been a previous level in the past as well, from ages ago, because of where we are right now. And at the end of the day, the bullish sentiment will return in the market with XRP, no matter what happens. However, if you do watch my content and you see my content, if we do snap too far away from the EMA, we will snap back, and I think it will be due a correction. Again, it's up to you what you want to look and your perception of this and fair value. But for me, I think this is going to retrace down to $1 again, roughly around $1, give or take. Maybe not as far. We have got levels up just above it, but be careful. I think there's going to be a bit of a FOMO rush coming on with XRP in the next coming months. I just always have that feeling when you think about the lawsuit and the increased market sentiment and how Dogecoin ran and how coins with lower fair value as the USD level would look versus everything else, people buy it. And this is where it gets funny. Look at Ethereum Classic as a freaking prime example. Oh, it's got the word Ethereum. Oh, it's only $70. I'm going to buy that. That kind of mentality happens with XRP as well, right? It's very, very easy to get into the headlines, very, very easy to just buy it. So for me, what I'm thinking, we will see a correction at some point. I think this is the candle, this is a doji candle that's forming right now. Expected to pull back. I don't know how far it will go, whether $1 is too far, whether $1.20 maybe, 20, 15, whatever. And then we may well see the next move and the impulse to the upside, where we may well see it retest the yearly highs, give or take around that $1.87, around $1.57. So we may well see a lot more going on here. But as news starts to break of, partnerships and other bits and pieces with XRP, it's easy because of what it is. Very, very easy to get in the headlines. It's very, very easy to acquire as a buyer now, certainly on most exchanges. So just, if you got FOMO, curb it a little bit. If you're looking to make money, XRP could be the one that could do very well in the next, in the short term, potentially. Along with Cardano, which I mentioned a few months back and even last month, that it could do well short term with the smart contract, and it has. Good solid developments are always good for a coin like this, which has got good hype marketing, and that hype cycle is always important. Same as Dogecoin. Most coins in the market, I think, don't know how to market properly. Ones that do often find themselves in the top tier positions. So we'll see how it goes. But for me, I think we are going to look for another route forward. However, I do think a correction is coming. I think a lot of coins do have to pull back a little bit because the market has gone pretty mental. If we are looking at the overall total to market cap here, as I've mentioned before in previous levels, this is a big level up here. And as I always say, if we do go too far away from this average kind of line, we tend to snap back into it. And, it's a really, really good profit taking technique if we snap too far away. Because look at history, boom, back, boom, back, boom, back, every single time, right? So we're at that situation where we've had this one big impulse wave. If we do pull back into it, could be looking at it's a decent-ish chunk of the market if that does kind of happen. From today, 13% down, potentially in the altcoins if that does happen. So don't be too hesitant. Well, I say don't be too hesitant. Don't be too, trigger happy with the old trigger. Don't be too hesitant to miss out, but don't be too trigger happy to ape in at tops. Because if you are using leverage, which some people do, make sure you understand what you're doing. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the Sunday analysis. I'll be back tomorrow. If you want me to review a coin, as technical analysis only, and a little bit of, what is it? Let me know in the comments. That means comments. Don't just tweet me, because it helps with the engagement.